This vodcast brought to you by Power9 Games.
Hi, welcome to Frontier Gaming. My name's Matt.
And I'm Z.
And we're looking at the last of the Wave 8 chips right now. Hopefully you've been able to tune into our other videos. But we're going to finish up with the Jumpmaster 5000, the punishing one for Scum and Villainy.
Dengar ship, it's pretty sweet. Its base stat line here is 2 attack, 2 evade, 5 hull, and 4 shields. And it's worth noting it is a 360 arc, the first large 360 arc for Scum. Pretty exciting moment here. The base one here is got an EPT, 2 torpedoes, crew slot, a salvaged astromech, and a illicit slot. All for the low cost of 25 points. So you can fit 4 of these in here if you want in your list. Yeah. It's got the focus, target lock, and barrel roll actions. So much like Dash Rendar's
the Outrider.
Ship. The Outrider. He can barrel roll with a large ship. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's also worth noting its dial is pretty intense. It's got an asymmetrial dial. So
it's an asymmetrical ship.
It is, yes, because that matters a whole lot in space. But it is a really cool piece of flavor, I think, for the game, having this asymmetrical dial. So you kind of give your opponent a little bit of information on like what way you would prefer to go. So let's go through real quick. It's got all of the 1 and 2 maneuvers, so 1 hards, 1 banks, but left maneuvers are going to be green here. So left turn, left bank, and the straights at 1 and 2 are all green.
Yeah.
And then it also has at 2, it's got a Sengor loop, but if it's Sengor loops to the left, it's a white maneuver, and if Sengor loops to the right, it's a red maneuver. So Sengor looping white is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like flipping your ship around with a white maneuver is pretty incredible, I think.
Do you think people are going to expect it too much because they know you can do it?
I think it doesn't really matter. Like, I think if you can put yourself in a position where you can execute that flip, like, even if they know you're going to do it, you're not stressing yourself because you don't really care that much. And you have a 360 turret, so
true.
You're generally not too worried about your positioning. It's basically just another maneuver.
Hopefully get you out of your arcs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And you'll have a lot of options, I think, for getting auto thruster ships inside your arc, so you don't suffer the penalty. So just altogether a really maneuverable ship, I think. It's still got its 3 banks, 3 straight, all white, and then it's got a Koi Grand Turn at 4 and a straight at 4. So it has a salvaged astromech slot, so you can put the unhinged on there, and so you do have some green going the other direction at 3 with that bank.
Yeah, you can get your bank 3s going green as well.
I think it'll be a really good push limit ship. It's got a ton of green options there, especially with the salvaged astromech, can go all kinds of places while getting 2 actions a turn, and then put an engine upgrade on it, barrel roll boost, all that good stuff.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
But, there might be some other astromech options, too, that you might want to look at for this, but we'll get into those and do the upgrades. But So how many points is the basic one?
Yeah, base guy is 25 points, PS3, and non-unique with an EPT, so I think unprecedented there, having the low PS.
Yep.
At 25 points with an EPT, going to be a ton of options there, I think. So pretty cool base chassis.
Yeah, it's fairly agile for being as large as it is. Still got a few, the shields in the hull. The 2 attack dice a little low, but
but you got a bunch of upgrade slots, so you can buff that in a whole number of ways.
Right, but we'll go ahead and look at the first named pilot. His going by Minoru or Manoru. Sounds like a magical kangaroo.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, EU buffs. I don't know that one, but anyways, he's a 4 pilot skill. 27 points, and get your EPT again.
Cool. Yeah. So you don't lose EPT on the low PS guy?
Yep. At the start of the combat phase, you may assign all focus, evade, and target lock tokens assigned to you to another friendly ship.
Wow.
So, it becomes a pseudo kind of, not pseudo, but kind of a support ship there. You just
You
got all these actions that you might want to be doing hey, now let's pass them on to our buddies that may not be able to do that.
Exactly, yeah. If you want to go all in on maybe one of your other high PS ships, like maybe Dengar in this box is a PS9 guy, or someone like Talonbane, right, who really wants a bunch of actions, dice modification for his big punch.
Yeah.
Throwing some tokens onto him, maybe giving him an evade token somehow for the defense can be pretty strong. Yeah. And it's not a bad chassis for 27 points. That's a decent loadout.
And it's enough toughness and agility that people may not want to try and focus him down too much. Spend the time to
you don't really want to chew through 2 evade dice and 9 HP.
Yeah.
He's only got 2 attack dice, so like we'll
Other
see.
than the support abilities, is you messing with your plans that much? Maybe we'll shoot at something else.
It'll be similar to like a shuttle with like Emperor on it, right? Where he's providing a lot of value, but like. Do you chew through that 10 HP on a shuttle? Like you can make that argument because he's only got 1 evade dice, but and he can't really do a lot. But this Jumpmaster can kind of be anywhere, right? And point anywhere and leverage its attack dice and stuff like that. So it'll be exciting.
Good stuff.
All right, next up we got Tel Trevura, PS7, coming in at 30 points. Same upgrades, all that stuff. First time you would just be destroyed. Instead, cancel all remaining damage. Discard all damage cards, and then deal 4 face-down damage cards to the ship. It's a pretty cool ability.
Ha 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 ha, you only thought you killed me.
Yes, and gets double value out of a hull upgrade here. So they do your have 5 HP. If you go to 6, you take that 6 or whatever, and then if they had like a big attack that finished you off, you ignore all that. Then you have 2 HP left on your 2 evade dice ship, and probably get some more value out of yourself.
Building for a hull upgrade.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Like it's at a build that wants a hull upgrade is pretty exciting. And only 30 points. And like we said, this ship is a really cool chassis.
Yeah. All right, next we're on up to Dengar himself, pilot skill 9. And so once per round after defending, if the attacker is inside your firing arc, you may perform an attack against that ship. And he has 33 points.
Attacking twice in one turn is good.
Yeah,
especially you got a high PS guy. You're gonna put some upgrades on him. You're gonna leverage that damage. And this ship, like it's a 360 turret, but it's got the tools to get pointed at ships. I think it's not too hard to get this thing pointed at a ship to get that ability.
You got some maneuver options there for sure.
I think he's definitely going to be one of those guys that's going to be boost barrel roll, push the limit, that kind of thing. And positioning and always being in the correct spot to leverage that ability.
33 points is such kind of a sweet spot because you still have enough room for all those upgrades you want to put on them without just totally hosing everything else in your list.
Yeah, I think
just having to go with the bargain.
We'll very often see him with Punishing One upgrade, which we'll go ahead and talk about.
Oh yeah, quick. That's for sure.
Jumpmaster only title, 12 points, which is pretty steep, but you get 1 primary attack dice. So punching that guy up to he's going to be 45 points.
A nice, more reasonable 3 attack dice. Yeah.
And so compare him to like Han Solo, which is kind of the other PS9 in Rebels. He's base 46 points, slightly different upgrade loadout there. But I think the Jumpmaster is definitely more maneuverable, can do a lot more with push the limit. He's got the barrel roll, all that stuff. Got a white Sengor loop, so incredible ship, I think.
Yeah. The Scum Falcon is probably a pretty sweet option for the tabletop.
Yeah, I think that's what people have been waiting for a while. I think this is having a really powerful version of that.
Cool. Well, let's go ahead and look at some more upgrades. So we have an EPT skill, Atani Mind Link, Scum only, 1 point. I got really excited when I first didn't quite read this well, and you had to talk me down. So and then I was like, oh. Yeah. So it flipped really quickly. But each time you were assigned a focus or stress token, each other friendly ship with Atani Mind Link must also be assigned the same type of token if it does not already have one. So first I was thinking any token. I was like, oh, we can evade everybody. It'd be great. No, very much no. So focus or stress only.
Yes.
It's kind of cool. I mean, being able to focus everybody very efficiently.
I think this is how you would onto your Minoru, sorry. This is how you would get your evade tokens onto that ship so that you can pass them to then another ship. So like you have some
you're working pretty hard to make
M3A
that work,
or something interceptor with this guy on him, and then he's taking an evade token, giving the token to Tel or to Minoru, and then Minoru is taking a focus token and then passing all of that over to like Dengar or something like that. So could be interesting, but
big hot potato with
we're
the
getting
stress
a little
stack,
we're getting a little Rube Goldbergy with the combos, but
the jank is real with this.
Interesting nonetheless.
Yeah. But there could be some potential that breaks it wide open, and it's like, oh, there it is.
Yep. I think it's definitely one of those cards where it's going to be a sleeper, and then someone's going to like figure it out, and we're going to see it at some big tournament, and they're gonna win or
blow
place
everybody's
or something
mind,
like that. Yeah, be like, what is going on? One of those cards where you're going to sit across the table and you're going to say, I have a ton of mind link. You're like, I'm going to need to read that card because I have no idea what's going on.
That was a card. I do remember that. Yeah.
All right, so next up we got Rage. It's another EPT. It's an action. Assign 1 focus token to your ship and then receive 2 stress tokens. Until the end of the round, when attacking, you may reroll up to 3 attack dice. So a round of full modification, rerolls and a focus. 2 stress tokens, though. This is only 1 point, but 2 stress tokens.
Yeah. So I think we were talking about this briefly, just having some kind of crazy rebel berserker ships with rage and yeah.
I think there are ships that can shed 2 stress. There's combos in Imperials where you can remove a lot of stress. So like Wingmans and the new TIE Fighter that can remove all stress from all ships near him. There could be some combos that get it. I think the question is, much like a Tiny Mind Link, like what are you sacrificing to assemble this team?
It's more of a for funsies build at this point, I think.
It could be interesting, though. There's potential there. Again, could be a sleeper. We could see someone figure out the perfect combo.
Waiting for that pilot that gets better pilot skill or more actions the more stress they get or something.
And like we saw in the Rebel stuff earlier, there's a lot of, and the Scum stuff, there's a lot of stress manipulation, so we could see some interesting combos. Stress is always a very interesting
Load
mechanic.
it all up on somebody and transfer it over to somebody else.
Things like the shuttle in Imperial where he can take stress from people. So you can rage and then...
That is kind of a very dark side thing. Letting your rage flow.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
But, okay. Now we're into crew. 1 point, Boba Fett. Boba Fett for 1 point. Scum only. So, sorry, Imperials. After performing an attack, if the defender was dealt a face-up damage card, you may discard this card to choose and discard one of the defender's upgrade cards.
See, Darth Vader said no disintegration.
So the advanced cloaking device, maybe not the best target for that.
Right, yes. So Scum only, and you have to have already dealt a face-up damage card, so we have now crit our opponent, and then, like, insult injury, lose a card, so now you get to limp along.
Lose that sweet hull upgrade that you were counting on.
I think this is going to be incredibly effective against the Ghost and the Decimator, who have a ton of HP.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's probably a ton of upgrades too. So
it's going to be good against Y-wings with TLT. They got 5 hull points, so if you can deal that first crit, you can get rid of that TLT, and then that ship kind of limps along. And
maybe some options with Greedo there.
Yeah, combos well with Greedo, and there's several ships in Scum that can fit. You get like the YV with Greedo and this on it,
and Boba Fett. Yeah.
And then like you got Bosk, who's dealing a ton of damage, and then. Throwing all
so
this
he fits in a lot of places for not a lot of points.
Yeah, one point. He's a one use. I think he's like one of the only discardability crew slots, but it's a powerful ability.
Yeah. And then he gets swallowed by the Sarlacc.
Yep. All right. Up next is Dengar in the crew slot. Scum only. When attacking, you may reroll 1 attack dice. If the defender is a unique pilot, you may reroll 2 attack dice instead. And this guy's 3 points, so Predator in your crew slot, pretty powerful.
So to paraphrase Robot Chicken, one thing's disintegrated, get him integrated.
There you go. Yeah. And this combo's with Predator, so I mean, like against almost every ship, if you have Predator and Dengar, reroll all of your attack dice. Like that's a pretty good combo.
Yeah.
Dice modification is incredibly important. This is a strong ability, and this also frees up your EPT slot. If you would be running Predator, you can instead run something more like situational or interesting, and then run Dengar in your crew slot.
It's just kind of funny because the childhood me was probably least excited about Dengar.
I know, right?
As a bounty hunter. I mean, all these cool lizard guys,
and he's just this like hideous guy with bandages on his head, and
but he's so good.
Yeah,
so now I'm excited for him. But maybe just
very cool.
If somebody had told my childhood that he would have really good rules, then maybe I would have gotten excited.
And he's got a really cool picture of him looking at the Millennium Falcon, like getting ready to go reroll some attack dice against Han.
Oh man, so reroll.
Yep.
All right. So next we have a named Gonk droid. But it's a crew slot, not an astromech. Well, because Gonks are astromechs.
Would not fit in that.
There's
square peg in a round hole.
That's the one. Okay, so Scum only, 2 points. Action: place 1 shield token on this card. Action: remove 1 shield token from this card to recover 1 shield up to your shield value.
It's Regen and
2
Scum.
points? Yeah.
2 points, yeah. Takes
yeah,
up.
yeah, Regen and Scum. That's exactly what's going on.
It's definitely interesting, and basically what you can do is you can store these tokens up in the beginning, and then when you start losing some shields, gain them back up.
Yep, because it doesn't say you can, no maximum on there, so. And then every time you use it, you can just say gonk.
Yep.
And then just pop out a token.
Gonk, gonk.
Yep.
And then
super cool.
And then Boba Fett sears his feet with a little droid smasher in Jabba's palace.
And he starts screaming.
Super sad. Yeah.
All the children cry.
All right, next up we got a card we've seen before, Plasma Torpedoes, 4 attack dice, target lock, spend the card and the target lock to do it, and then if the attack hits after dealing damage, remove 1 shield for 3 points in a torpedo, range 2 to 3. So decent torpedo, deal an extra damage, 4 attack dice plus removing the shield can be pretty powerful.
You putting it on this ship?
What's that?
You putting it on this ship?
Not on, maybe on the ship. You've got 2 torpedo slots.
Yeah, so
and
you got the room.
With guidance ships, which we got a couple copies of guidance ships in this. Also, the TIE Advanced prototype earlier. Plasma torpedoes with a bunch of accuracy, that could be a strong ability.
All right, now we get to an actual astromech droid. We've got the overclocked R4, and it's a 1-pointer. During the combat phase, when you spend a focus token, you may receive 1 stress token to assign 1 focus token to your ship.
Yep. So I think we were talking about earlier the Drea Renthal, where she you give her some stress tokens because she doesn't really care. She's just taking stress tokens to get target locks, target locks, and now you can give her this, and so fully modified attack dice forever. Basically, you get that initial target lock, you get that initial focus token, and then you keep them for the rest of the game.
1 point.
Yeah, and with the TLT, that can be really strong. Fully modified TLT every round.
Yeah,
Clocks in at a couple points, but like.
Yeah, but it's a nice option to your unhinged. Free them up, give them a vacation a little bit. But,
if you want to say instead of clearing stress, I'm just gonna permanently be stressed and have focus all the time.
And it can be said that you get 2 of these in the pack, so that's pretty sweet. You also get 2 of the mind links, if I didn't mention, but yeah, I guess a 1-person mind link isn't the greatest.
No, that would be very useful.
I think we're all 1-person mind links. So.
All right, next up, we got another salvage astromech. It's R5P8. He's unique. He's got a pretty cool ability here. Once per round after defending, you may roll 1 attack dice. On a hit result, the attacker suffers 1 damage. On a crit result, you and the attacker suffer 1 damage. So 3 points for that. Basically poke someone if they shoot at you. With Dengar, obviously, this is a pretty cool ability where they shoot you, and then you hit them, and then you also shoot them.
This is really kind of what I would have liked to have seen on Chopper or something.
Yeah, something like this where like
it's Rebels.
Chopper's always like going fighting people, and zapping them, and
he's scrappy and sassy.
But instead we got this the
R5
with a blaster. Basically, he looks like in KOTOR when the droids would pop the guns out of the top of their heads. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of like him. I'm going to give him a try.
It's a good ability, and where maybe, especially on the Punishing one here, where you don't necessarily need any of the other abilities from those Unhinged. You can throw this on there, and 3 points, deal some automatic damage to some attacking ships.
Cool. But then we've also got 2 more of the guidance chips, and we talked about them briefly in the which was the
prototype.
Prototype, yes. So if you want to check those out, please check out that video. Hopefully you've been watching them all.
Yep, long and short of it is extra accuracy for your torpedoes and your missiles. So good ability. 2 copies of that in this box. So
for 0 cost.
Yep.
So.
And then another repeat here. We got feedback array. This is from back in when Scum first came out. It's a illicit slot. It says during combat phase, you may instead of attacking, deal an automatic damage. Suffer a damage on ion token to deal an automatic damage to an enemy ship. So. 2 points. It's good on those Z95s for throwing out some extra damage, and then here's just another place to get
You just
more
want to be a jerk
that.
and ram into people. And
run into people, don't shoot them, just ping them, and especially against those interceptions.
Not for your
and
M3As.
No.
Don't do that. They're already expensive.
Yeah.
But
all right.
Cool. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Definitely check out Punishing One. I think you will see him in the Scum list for sure.
Yeah, he's going to be pretty popular, I think.
Yeah. But... tell us what you think. Leave some comments. Please share, like, and subscribe. And we will see you on the next video for Frontier Gaming.
See you next time.
Thanks.